You know, the Victory is Mine is special to me because of the way it came about. I was at work at the TV station at the time, and we're talking several years ago. Our nation was going through such a horrendous time. Everybody will remember, so I can do it without naming names, but we had just elected a president, and the election was being fought and criticized, and they were counting the votes and recounting, and we were sitting there as a nation technically without a president. And it just seemed like so much was going on. My heart was so heavy listening to the news every day with what had happened, and the bad that I could see was coming. I was sitting at the computer, and it truly, it was like turn around and start typing. And that's what I did. I wrote it in about 15 minutes. I took it home and told my husband, I said, I think I wrote a poem today. And he read through it, and he said, this isn't a poem, it's a song. So we later took it to the recording studio, and with the help of our friend Greg Brayton and with Dave Garwood, Greg and I, we put the song together. The song is called The Victory is Mine for a reason. We had done a concert one time at a church where we knew the pastor quite well, and Greg was sharing with him some trials that he was going through at the time at our own church. And the pastor clapped him on the shoulder and said, Greg, remember, he will give him the glory, but the victory's ours. And I thought about that. That stayed in my brain. And I just had to keep reminding myself, as I say, as our nation was going through all these trials, people were lying back and forth. You know, the ones that I've trusted, politicians, everyone had the answers if we just knew what they said. And that just stayed in my mind. And Greg and I think have carried that through. That would be the one thing I hope people would remember, that as a Christian, this fight, we've won the battle, people. You know, it's the old song, read the back of the book, we've won. Jesus won this on the cross. And that would be my hope, that when we hear that song, that people would remember that and draw strength from it. I started singing for Jesus, I guess, probably 25 years ago, somewhere around about that. We belonged to a small church in Michigan that was a little Southern Baptist oriented. The lady that led the music at that time and played the piano was a big Bill Gaither fan, and she brought me a Bill Gaither video. And as soon as I put that into play and started listening to it, I thought, there's my music. That's what I want to sing, because as a singer, I was just around the house singer. I didn't do anything with it. I didn't even think I was really all that good, because I really couldn't find what type of music. Nothing felt right. I was in the choir, but they struggled oftentimes where to put me, because I just didn't fit any role quite right. As soon as I heard Southern gospel music, that's where I knew I should be.